Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking all about the Space Viking event milestone math. Now, that's going to be starting on Friday at store reset time. I know that some people have already talked about this. I've decided to wait a little bit before the event starts so that people have the right mindset going into it, but are, aware of it just in time to know that there's going to be lots of blitzing ahead of us. And so I want to talk about exactly why that might be, why that might not be, and also the rewards that we're going to get, and how much, of course, that you're going to have to do in order to get to the Thor milestone, the Thor costume, sorry, which is what this is about, but also the Mjolnir fragments. That's going to be really important as part of this event as well. So if you're ready to go, then you know what to do. Let's boil this down. So I want to start off here really quickly. This is the blog post from last Friday where they had the rewards, and actually I should open this in a different tab as well. So this is the main interstellar longship milestone. This has to do with all of the crazy blitzing that we're going to be talking about, and I want to take a look at the rewards that are in here. Now, the majority, all of this is pretty much lines of lightning orb. There's a bit of a typo here. So these are the orbs that you're going to need to open in order to complete the main, this isn't the main milestone, I guess, but this is mainly what you're going to have to do. The main milestone is based on how many lines of lightning orbs you open. We know that for a fact that these orbs are going to be available for purchase in the offers come the event. And what else do you get in this milestone? Well, it's a lot of like armory orbs, and you get some orange raid orb fragments, teal raid orb fragments, and 16. There's a 4 red Heimdall. Honestly, not a huge deal, but if you do want to complete this for the orbs, it's kind of important. You'll eventually get the Heimdall anyways. Actually, you can't see it. Sorry, my bad. My screen cuts off. You can sort of see it at the bottom here. My frame there cuts the bottom. There's a 4 red star Heimdall and half of an Elite 5 orb, so nothing too stellar there. But this is going to lead into, of course, the main milestone, which is this one here. This is the Space Viking milestone. And you can see all the Mjolnir fragments that are available. The other half of the Elite 5 orb, which is there at the towards the very bottom there. And if you zoom out very quickly, you'll see that there's a 2080 Mjolnir fragment milestone. Now, we're going to talk about that, but I want to say up front right now that this is not free-to-play obtainable as far as I'm aware. There is some clarity needed, or just it's a bit unclear about this Electric Acer web milestone. So it says that you get 257 points for winning a raid battle, but it also says down here that you basically complete it in 1200, which means that you can complete this milestone in 5 raid battles, and you get like 6 lines of lightning orbs. So is this a daily milestone, or is this a 7-day milestone? The data mine suggested it was just one Electric Acer web milestone. If this is running daily, then you get 6 lines of lightning orbs every single day, which would mean actually that you would be able to get all the way down to this 2080 Mjolnir fragment milestone if this is a daily milestone. I'm suspect. I feel like that's a bit too much rewards if it is daily, because there's 500 T4 ability materials. So part of me believes that the points are fucked up, that they did something wrong, that the numbers are not accurate here. Or if it is, then you're getting basically, with 3 raid battles, you're getting 500 orange ability materials, and that sounds a bit bonkers to me. So I don't know what's right when it comes to this milestone. I think this is one of those cases that we're gonna have to wait and see, but I wanted to raise this now so that you guys can temper your expectations. This sounds too good to be true to be a daily milestone, because that would be 3,500 T4s, and you know absolutely that they're not going to do that unless there was a missing 0, that this is 50. But even then, I would say that 350 ability materials over 7 days is quite a lot as well. So I don't know what's up and what's down with this web milestone. So we'll have to take a look in the context of the full math here, and that's what we're going to do. But we're going to start off doing a recap here of the Summer of Thunder event long in July. Now, we know that for a lot of people, this is going to be bonus shit because we got the 50k the Mighty Thor fragments, and I love that. I'm grateful that we got that, and I'm really shocked as well that that happened. But some people are still going to continue on and collect double the rewards or whatever they can. So getting as many Mjolnir fragments as possible, obviously, towards this is going to be quite important. So let's talk about what we have already. Now, we know that we had the Cloak of Valor in the Sunfire event. The Helm of Victory is ongoing right now with the Victory Blueprint. And then the Gauntlet of Heroes, which is worth 10k, is not in the Space Viking milestone. I think it's going to be in an unnamed Valkyrie, or maybe it's been named, sorry, already, related to the Valkyrie event, which is going to be in week 4. So it's not this Space Viking event. And here's some of the numbers. If you want to pause the video, you can see some of the stuff that we have already and where the fragments are coming from. For Space Viking, we are getting a total of 5720 Mjolnir fragments, but 2080, as you saw, are kind of like a whale milestone, or potentially whale milestone, depending on what happens with that web milestone. And then all the quick rumbles, some of the one-core offers that have been available to date. And then you have the free-to-play subtotal, which is about 37.6 thousand, which is including everything so far. Which means that as long as the 10k item isn't incredibly hard to get, that you're probably going to get fairly far in this milestone. Anyways, whether or not you max it, of course, we never really know. But, you know, it's, for some people, this is just bonus stuff. Let's talk about the event in question, and that's the Interstellar. We're going to start with the Interstellar Longship milestone numbers, and so this requires 58,000 points to complete this milestone. There's a total of 78,000 lines of lightning orb fragments, which is equivalent to 39 orbs. And so you do get that. We'll talk about that later down below, but you do get 2,000 points per orb open. So if you are wanting to, I don't know, buy lines of lightning orbs in those offers, not that I recommend it, but that's what you'll get out of it. So you're going to get points for arena battles and for blitz wins, whether it's sim or not, it doesn't matter. It's 30 points. 300 for arena battle. Now the web does say arena win, but I believe that is a mistake. Up here it does say arena win in the blog post. There has never been an event that required you to win an arena battle. It's normally an arena, just an attack, right? Win or lose. So if this is an arena win, that would be a large departure of what we've had in the past, and I really hope that's not the case, because a lot of times what people are doing for their points is they'll just do the arena battle, they'll just quit, or, you know, do the lose, auto lose or whatever, and then just get the points from that. So that's worth 1,500 points a day. So five arena battles a day is 1050. Multiply that by 7 and you get 10,500 points. Subtract that from the 58,000 and that gives you the amount of points that you need left from blitzing, which is a lot. So blitz wins required after arena, this is what I'm calling it, is 1,583. That's taking the remaining number and dividing it by 30. And then so per day, that's 226. Now if you're winning on average about 35 wins per rotation, and that might be high for some people, but that would result in about 6.5 blitz rotations. So that's still quite a bit of blitzing that you're going to have to do for this event. If you win a little bit more, it might be like 6 rotations, but otherwise it's still, you know, I think maximum teams are like 41 right now, so it depends on how many of these that you're winning or how many winnable teams that you actually have. If you have less teams than this, or you win less than this, then yeah, you're going to be blitzing a lot more to get there if you want to do that or not, to get this costume and to get the Mjolnir fragments. It may not be worth it for some people because they might feel that, oh, I already got the 50k, you know, I'm not going to go super hard core on that, and you know, that's fair enough for you guys. And I do want to say that for new players this is really challenging as well, and you're probably not going to get the costume, let's just put it that way. And so we talked a little bit about the web milestone here, but again, you get 6, I think it's 1 milestone, right, based on the rewards, unless there's something wrong with the information. There's 6 of the available orbs there, you know, you basically get this in 5 raid wins. There's not much else to talk about that. So let's talk about the Thor costume event itself and how you get there. So total milestone points required for this is 160,000. You get 2,000 per orb, so that's really important to note. I did not have this anywhere here. So you need 53,600 points in order to get the costume, because that's where the bits are located. So if you go back to this, the Space Viking milestone, you can see on the right hand side here, you can see yellow flash bits. And so 5,000, this is the last one here. This is at milestone 20, this is 20 over here, and this requires 53,600 points. And so that's 27 orbs. If you go back previously, there's a total of 39 orbs that are available in the Interstellar Longship milestone. However, a lot of these are locked behind like the kind of the bottom ones, and I have to zoom out a little bit here. You basically need to get like up to here. You actually need to get to like milestone. You need to get pretty much close to the end in order to get enough. Actually, minus 6, probably about milestone 28. So 47,000 points out of 58,000. You need to do pretty much 80% of the milestone in order for you to actually unlock the costume if you want to get that. So I just want to put that into perspective for you as well. So scrolling back down here. And I have it listed actually as well. The total amount of Mjolnir fragments, like we talked about, is 3,640. This is what I call the free-to-play fragments, because I really don't think that most of us are probably going to get the extra 2,080 that are locked behind milestone 29. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge there. If, however, the web milestone is different than what we're told on the blog and what we think is going to happen, then this might change. So just want to put that and, you know, put some perspective in there for you guys. If you do just want the costume, though, then you're going to need to blitz for 21 orbs, plus the 6 from the web milestone, and you get this from milestone 25 of the interstellar milestone. That's 36,000 points. I think that's a little bit less than what I just said. I should have carried on my own spreadsheet. Blitz wins required after arena is 850. Blitz wins per day is 121, and Blitz rotations at 35 wins is 3.5. So if you just want the costume, then this is what you're going to have to do. If you want to get all the Mjolnir fragments and the orbs that are associated with the Blitz milestone, then you need to do 6.5 rotations. So you can see that that's actually quite a bit of a difference between just the costume and everything else that's associated with that. I know that some people might be okay with 3.5 rotations and not okay with 6.5 rotations. So that's a lot more blitzing for 7 days for a costume that some people may or may not even want. And especially after receiving the 50k fragments for the Mighty Thor milestone, I have a feeling that not everyone's going to want to do this. So that's going to be entirely up to you. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of blitzing that you're going to do for this. You know, do you feel less likely to participate in this event because you got the 50k milestone, the fragment payout that everyone else got? I'm really curious if people are going to be pushing for this or not, because I know that Blitz is not something that people want to go back to again in any hardcore fashion, but it's been quite some time since we have. And for those of you who think that we're getting a Blitz event because that we got the 50k milestone, sorry, the 50k Mjolnir fragments, I don't think that's true. I think that Scopely loves their Blitz because Blitz drives engagement, it drives login to Marvel Strike Force, and so I think it was just a matter of time before a hardcore Blitz event came back again, and this is it, unfortunately. So that's it. That's the event, and I wish you guys the best. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I think 6.5 is too much for me. So I think I'm just going to, even though I want those teal fully crafted gear pieces at the end of Summer of Thunder again, I think I'm going to cut my losses, and I really don't want the screen time associated with 6.5 Blitz rotations. But for those of you crazy people who are able to Blitz that much, then best of luck to you all. And of course, until next video, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.